Let's get to another big story that we're following. The January 6 hearings on Capitol Hill. How can you ignore it? On Thursday, the committee focusing on the great danger Vice President Mike Pence was allegedly in after refusing to overturn the election. These are newly released images of Pence. He was in a secure location inside the Capitol as that mob of people stormed the building. Allison Harris has more from Capitol Hill. Allison?
Adrienne, this hearing showed us the Trump-Pence relationship on January 6th like we haven't seen before. The former president allegedly calling Pence a wimp for not being willing to do his bidding, that Trump was told Pence could overthrow the election to keep him in power. A vice president painted by the January 6th committee as a protector of democracy. Never before seen pictures of Mike Pence on January 6th show Pence being whisked away, separated from violent protesters by a window pane. Then captured on camera, barricaded in the Capitol basement, placing calls to the Pentagon. Pence's advisors encouraging him to lean on his faith amid President Trump's pressure campaign to convince Pence to overthrow the results of the 2020 presidential election. Trump allies testified that Mr. Trump ratcheted up the pressure on Pence that morning in a phone call.
The conversation was pretty heated. It was a different tone than I'd heard him take with the vice president before.
Do you remember what she said? Her father called him
the P word.
Testimony revealed a member of the Proud Boys turned FBI informant said they would have killed Pence that day if they had the chance. The committee argued that Mr. Trump was influenced by conservative lawyer John Eastman, that Pence could unilaterally overturn the election. Other White House advisors were straightforward. That is illegal and unconstitutional.
I said, are you out of your effing mind? So you're going to turn around and tell 78+ million people in this country that your theory is this is how you're going to invalidate their votes?
Would have been the first constitutional crisis since the founding of the republic.
House Republicans, meanwhile, say the committee's work is distracting from the real issues that Americans are struggling with today.
We've got record inflation, soaring gas prices. What gets their primetime billing? It is their seething hatred for Donald Trump.
And for the next hearing on Tuesday, we could hear from Ginny Thomas, an outspoken supporter of the former president, and the conservative activist wife of Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. Ginny Thomas reportedly exchanged emails with attorney John Eastman, who was advising the president on January 6th. Thomas told the Daily Caller that she does look forward to testifying and clearing up misconceptions. Adrienne?
All right, Allison, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.